There we go. I got a freaking special video for you guys. A video that you guys have been requesting for such a long time. And now I'm about to share with you. Now, if you have clicked on this video, you've been wanting this for almost 2 years now. Because the time I released this soundtrack, which is the soundtrack called Photograph from the movie Her, I released it 2 years ago, made a cover on it, and to give credits to who I learned it from was this YouTube channel. I forgot the name, but I'll pop it on the screen somewhere. I learned the whole soundtrack from him, and I made it kind of unique. I changed it up a little bit and made it my own cover. And a lot of people were confused on how to learn the song, and they wanted to learn the cover and everything. So I'm gonna share how to play this song, I'm gonna make a tutorial on it to make it easy for you guys. A little background info on the song and the piece for you guys is that I created this cover around 2 years ago. It was around 2020 during Corona, like beginning of all that shit and stuff. The sound went viral and everything. It was just a great experience. It was my first viral sound and my first viral video. A lot of people have been like requesting me to learn the song and Army, what's the sheet music? Army, can you give us a piano tutorial? Although I can't give you the sheet music because I know nothing about music, but I can share to you guys how to play the song, and I'm gonna show you guys step by step what to do, how to play it, and all that stuff. So, are you guys ready for this? Let's get into it. Alright, now I'm gonna play for you guys this part. I know the camera is kind of in a weird angle, it's not completely up from overhead, but I don't think that matters. You guys can see what I'm playing. One thing I want to mention before we start is that I'm going to play the full version for you guys. For those that just me playing the full version overhead is enough, then good for you. You can just like look at that. But for those people that kind of want a better breakdown of the song and everything, I'll break it down after I play the full version of the song, and then I'll kind of like break it down into pieces and sections for you guys, so I can show you guys more in detail of what I'm playing. I'm gonna play that version now. All right, we're back. I'm gonna play the first section for you guys right here, fast, and then I'll slow it down and show you guys what I'm doing. So it goes like. So what I just did is that these four notes are going to be played back and forth. So I'm playing this note, this note, this note, and this note. So it's just back and forth. And just get comfortable playing that over and over again. Slow it down, try to like get comfortable, and just play this until like you can speed it up, basically. On the left hand, you're playing these three notes. It's just this note, and this note. And how the left hand and right hand meet is every single time you're playing this note, you're playing the left hand. On your right hand, you're playing this note, and on your left hand, you're playing the three notes. So what I mean by that is basically in slow motion, it looks like this. So you see how the right hand is meeting every time the left hand plays a note with the thumb. So just slow it down, practice this. And then you play these three notes now on the left hand. So how that will look slowed down is like basically like this. All right. Now we move on to the next section. In the next section, if I play it fast, it's going to sound like this. So what I just did is on the right hand, I moved up to these four notes now. This one, this one, this one, and this one. So you're just getting comfortable playing these four notes over and over again. Just get comfortable playing these four notes now. Practice these and play it slow and until you get the confidence to speed it up. And on the left hand, you're playing these three notes now. So basically, and that's it. And now add them together, just like how we did in the first section. The same ideology, but just different notes now. A little slow it down for you guys. And you're playing that twice. You're playing that three section on the left hand twice. All right. Now for the next section, you're playing these four notes. On the left hand, you're playing these three notes. And then after that, you're switching to these four notes. So basically from these four notes on the right hand, and then you go move your thumb and have this, have your index finger, not your index finger, your ring finger, right there. So you just play that. So from this. And that's your right hand. And then after that, you're going back to where you were in the beginning. So let me show how the left hand looks. And then back to the beginning. play that again for you guys, and it goes. And then it goes back to normal, like the first section. Gonna play that a couple of times. Doesn't really matter as much as you want to go. Just see how the song feels in the moment, and if you want to do it 3 times, 4 times, 5 times even, just go for it. To be honest, there's no rules. You make up the rules. And that's for the last section. But one thing to mention before we move on to the next section is that these 2 parts, this is only 1 time, and then you immediately change it to this. And this is also 1 time, and you immediately change it back to normal, or back to the first section. Just play that a couple of times, the last section. Just play it a couple of times, whatever feels comfortable, whatever feels right. Just do that. All right, now we move on to the hard part of the song, or as I like to call it, the part 2 of the song. This one can be a little bit tricky to understand, but I feel like with a little bit of practice, anything is possible. And you can just play. I'm gonna play the song for you guys, this section, how it sounds. So it sounds like this. What I just played for you guys on the left hand, it's these. And then and on the right hand, you're playing the 4 notes that you started in the beginning. You just got to time it properly. In slow motion, it sounds like this. So left hand is basically looking like you're playing these notes. So you go over hands, and then you go back to where you were, and then you play these notes. Together, it sounds like this. You see how the thumb and the left hand are matching up? So just keep that in mind. So when you're playing this, you got to keep in mind of the tempo, basically, to match it up. Every back and forth you do is a key change, or basically you can see it for yourself. So I go. You see what I mean? very back and forth, so you're changing the key. So it looks like this. And that's it for the first section. All right, now moving on to the next part. You're playing these 4 notes on the right hand and these notes on the left hand. So your hand placement is here, and you go slow down a little bit, it looks like this. And then you repeat that again. Okay, so now we're playing these. Now altogether it sounds like this. And now you move on. Before you play this, you transition your hand onto this section. And then you switch it. You play this note on the left hand. And then immediately after, you play this. So I'll play that section again for you guys just to see. Repeat. The transition. And then now you play this, the beginning. And you play this for a couple of times. Congratulations, you just learned the hardest part of the song. Now we go to the easiest part of the song, which gives the song so much dynamic, so much depth, that after like this whole part of the song that we just reviewed is pretty much the intense part, the whole build-up, and this part is kind of like the calm part of the song that is more relaxing, more enjoyable. And yeah, one of my favorite part of the songs. And yeah, so basically it goes like, and then you move on to this note. And that's it. Just pause that, and you can basically see everything, and that's pretty much an easy section. I don't really feel the need to break it down for you guys. I feel like if you just like pause it and see for yourself, you can just pick it up. But yeah, that's it. Just practice, 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 and eventually you'll learn. I'm gonna be honest with you guys. This song was kind of difficult for me to learn. It took some time. So if you can't pick it up quickly, it's no need to be worried and shit. Just keep it up, keep practicing, and eventually you'll get it. Don't give up. Just don't give up. All right? See you guys.